Ooh, don't want to show that. Anyway, hello everybody. I am the official urban therapist. Happy Monday to y'all. I hope y'all had a great and wonderful holiday. Um, Hope y'all got to eat as much turkey as possible with all the dressing and the fixings and all the good old stuff as well. Um, and for others who don't celebrate the holiday, I just hope you just had a great weekend as well too. Um, to take today on this motivational Monday topic, I want to talk to y'all about something that is very important. Is very serious. This something that I've been want to talk to y'all about, but once again, you know how urban is. A lot of things get put on the back end of things, and the most important information gets put on top of my stack of to do list. But this finally made it up to the top of the list, and I do want to talk to y'all about this, okay? Because this thing is very important that I need to share with this with y'all too on this motivational Monday. A matter of fact, this thing that I'm getting ready to talk to you about, it is so important that not only I'm gonna talk about this on this motivational Monday topic, but I'm also gonna talk to y'all about this in my lunchtime conversation topic later on today, as well as a part two of this. All right. So let me go ahead and jump into this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like I always, once when everybody start working and becoming busy, I'll be busy. I got a lot going on. But give me one moment, and we're gonna jump into this topic, okay? Mm, here we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this topic right now. Once again, as I stated before, this is a topic that is very important that I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, the topic that I want to talk to you about today on this Motivational Monday, it deals with the foster care system in our country or in our nation. As of right now, there are so many children out there that need placement. There are so many children out there that need placement. While many of y'all was enjoying the holiday with your immediate family, there are many children out there that didn't even have the opportunity to even enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday at all. They didn't have no family to be around with. Um, they didn't have nobody to take them in anything like that. But instead, they are within the foster care system. All right, and a lot of these children in the foster care system in our nation, they're looking for placement, but unfortunately, it's very difficult for them to find placement. So therefore, what end up happening is that they end up be placed within government sanctioned agencies or government sanctioned buildings. And within these buildings, of course, you have the different social workers that come in. Some of them part of the child child protected services sector. Other people, they either volunteer or whatever and stuff, right? And so they're there within these buildings that are sanctioned by the government. All right. So that they don't have no family, nobody to take care of them, and they're in a system looking for a placement. Now, the reason why this topic is very important is because um, if it's all possible, if it's all possible, you can be the one who can want to make a difference within these children's lives. You can make an absolute difference within these children's life because, like I say, they need placement. They need really good. They need a really good foundation. They need really good people like you to go ahead and to foster them and not only foster them but also adopt them as well. They're looking for good people like you. Now, if you're not one of them type of people who who's not concerned about the crisis that's going on with the foster care system in this country, then unfortunately this motivational money topic is not for you. But however, if you're one of those who are always looking to make a difference, who are always looking to to elevate yourself, and always looking to evolve, and always looking to be that light for people, especially children, to make a difference, then this motivational topic is for you. I encourage you, I implore you to look into the foster care system of our nation. I encourage you to look at the numbers, which I'm gonna put up the numbers and stats in a few seconds. But I encourage y'all to look at the numbers and look at the stats and statistics about the foster care system in our nation and see how many children that actually need to be placement. Started from children who are just born all the way up to children who are almost at 17 or 18 years old as well. I want to encourage you to take a look at that. And also, if it's all possible with you, if you're able to afford it, if you don't have any children and you're looking to adopt or to foster in children, this would be a great and wonderful opportunity for you to do that. This will be a great and wonderful opportunity because, like I say, there are so many children in our foster care system that are looking for placements, they're looking for family, and matter of fact, they're looking for good people to just usher them in and foster them in and also adopt them in as well too. Now, notice what I said. We're looking for people, good people, not on people who just want to adopt a child just so they can get a foster care check, because that is something that's a possibility that could happen. Is that you end up on end up going to getting a foster care child, then that's you're getting a check for taking care of these foster children. If you want them type of people, you in it just to get a check, just so you can get additional income. This is not for you at all. Period. Because what it is that instead of you doing good, you're making it worse. Because throughout your influence of just being in there just to get a check, you're not in it mentally, and you're not in it spiritually as well too, to take on the responsibility of mentoring and fostering children that need your help. Unfortunately, there also there are adults who actually do this, who enter into the foster care system. They end up getting a check through the government. They end up taking on the role of responsibility of fostering these children, but however, they're not good, effective parents. They just let the children do whatever they want to do, or they end up on doing different forms of neglect, which end up having these children in placement and were actually in the foster care system to begin with in the first place. So if you have that type of mentality, this is not for you at all. Period. You're better off either being not having children, or you probably be better off raising your own children. Do what you do on that if that's what you want to do. But the whole point and the whole crisis of this is that um, it's a very important that we need to find placement for these children. These children right now, it's coming around to the Christmas holiday season now. And throughout my lives, I've been real vigilant with y'all, talking about the different holidays, and I also been talking to y'all about a different perspective about dealing with the holiday season, where there are some people who are not able to celebrate these holidays like you are, like you're able to. So it causes depression. It causes high levels of suicides and different things like this. This can also be happening and also be possible within the children within the foster care system as well, where they're looking for one placement and they don't have nobody to celebrate holidays with them or anything like that, and so they feel some type of way about that. Then they'll enter into a level of depression, suicidal. There also been reports that the older children who are within 10 years that they'll actually run away from the system. Then these are the ones who end up become part of um, what's that, trafficking. They end up becoming part of trafficking and different things like that. So if it's possible for you to enter to the foster care system and to foster these children, I implore you to do that to the best of your ability. I implore you to wherever state you're in right now, I implore you to go ahead and find out the policy within your state and see what you can do to make a difference within these children's life. What you can do so you could go ahead and foster these children in, and you become a mentor to these children as well. You become a great parent to these children so they could be productive citizens, and show them that there is a silver lining due to the circumstances that they been in. All right. Now, speaking of circumstances, right? There are many different reasons that children end up becoming a part of the foster care system. Many reasons, but the common reason deals with parents who neglect their children. That's one of the main common reasons. The second common reason is dealing with parents who are either under the influence of any type of drug or substance abuse or anything like that, and the children are in this type of environment. So therefore, child protective services end up being called on them, and they come out and they do a placement for them. But unfortunately, whenever child protective services do a placement for them, the children don't have nowhere to go, so they end up being put into the system, which is what I stated earlier. Then they're going to these government sanctioned facilities where they end up spending just about 18 years of their life in this system or in this facility with no family, no nothing. So let me go ahead and pull up this report for y'all real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this report. Now the source of this report, this is coming from where's this coming from again? This is coming from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the report itself is the report itself named the Administration on Children, Youth, and Family, the Children Bureau. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this information up for you real quick, and I want y'all to see these statistics so you can have an idea about the crisis that's going on in our nation right now within the foster care system. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna blow up the screen real quick, and I'm sure with y'all. Let me move myself over here so y'all could kind of see what's going on. Once again, this report, this is through the Department of Health and Human Services, and this report is, like I say, this is this is through the adoption and foster care system. All right. So now this particular report, this is a fiscal report of this year. All right. That I'm going to present to y'all. So the introduction of this report, the publication, as you see, the publication of this particular report for the fiscal year is on November 19 of 2021, and the introduction of this, or the abstract, wherever way you want to call it, it says that this report provides preliminary estimates of adoption and foster care analysis and reporting system data from the fiscal year 2020. Now, as stated, As states are permitted to resubmit the data, the estimate may change over time. This report reflects all the data received as of October the 4th, 2021, related to the AFCARS reporting periods through September 30, 2020. And normally I click on this link, but I already have this link open up for y'all, so I'm just gonna go to it. All right. So here's the report right here. All right, and just like I say, you can find this. You could just go online and it just on Google this report. Okay. Normally whenever I do these type of findings, I normally use Google Scholar to do this, because when you use when you switch from Google and go to Google Scholar, they're gonna give you a lot of scholarly findings about these reports. Now, once again, these findings report, it's not 100% facts, but it's based on different findings, and based on the report that's been presented to them, or based on the data that's been presented to them. Now, us as sociologists, this is what we do. We end up going into different reports and different findings and report up these this different data, so we can make one observation and the conclusion of certain matters that pertain to from a sociological perspective. Hence the reason why I'm talking to y'all about this foster care system right now. All right. So as you can see with this report, let me move myself over here again. As you see with this report, it has a number as a glance on here, and it has children in the foster care system as of September 30, 2020 as well. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want to mention to y'all is that the findings of this report, even though they got to break it down with gender, male, female, they got the median range, and they also got race and ethnicity, all these different things. But the whole common denominator of this is that these findings, it doesn't matter if it's it doesn't matter if it's gender specific. Sorry, it doesn't matter about the ethnicity or none of that. What matters is that these are children, period, within the foster care system that needs your help, that needs parents, that need good parent like you to go and to support the system and go to foster them in, because they need good people like you. Okay, so they like say this is the different reports. And this particular report right here was talking about the children in foster care on September 30th, 2020. You got the mean range, and the median range and stuff. You got the numbers right here for the male and female. Currently right now, 51% is male, and you got the 49% of female children. They're currently within the foster care system. All right. Now, you got the age on the left hand side as of September 30th, right here, and also you got the most recent placement setting. All right. Now, look, the pre-adoptive home is at 4%. That is horrible, y'all. and this is the number of children who are in pre-adoptive homes. And here's the foster care family home. And now the foster care family home, basically what this is also known as conservatorship or guardianship. All right. So basically what it is that let's say, for example, the children parent, right, is dealing with either neglect, or the parents is dealing with any type of substance abuse or anything like that. So what the government or what the system does is that they'll try to first look for any type of relatives that could foster in the children. That's like the first resort, is to look for any type of relatives who are willing to adopt in the children, because through the findings they found that children are more stable to be adopted into to adopt or to be placed into relatives who are they're familiar with. So this is what this thing's talking about. It's talking about the foster family home, and it's talking about the relative part about that. Now, even with the relative part, it's only at 34%. With that's still not good, y'all. With the 34%, and also the foster family home non-relative sum is at 45%. Now, notice that the non-relative is way higher um, than the relative. So, just by looking at this information, it is very, very sad that people who who have their children and stuff, right? Who are relatives of these children in the system. It is sad that they don't want to take placement of their own flesh and blood or part of their own bloodline. Ain't that something? It's people who are willing to take on children who are not even part of their bloodline or whatever stuff, right? They're willing to take on these children, right, who are not part of their bloodline versus the ones who are actually part of their bloodline. And I'm talking about uncles, aunts, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Grandparents. That's what I'm talking about. And that's, to me, that's pretty sad that no one don't want to do that, take on that role of responsibility. Now, some of y'all probably be thinking or probably mentioning that, well, hey, it's due to race. It's a certain race of people that do that and stuff, right? It's a certain race of people that um, feel like that it's not their responsibility. Now, just like I said, I beg the difference because this particular report is not dealing with just race. In particular, is dealing with placement with children. Period, and the behavior behind it, and the behavior behind the parents and the individuals as well. So you have to look at that from that particular perspective, right? Now there's another part of this report too. It's talking about the case plan go. Now this particular part right here, this really dealing with people like myself who are actually social workers. All right, where we look at this particular data. And when we look at this particular data, we look at the data and the findings, and we try to come up with different solutions to the problem. All right. Now, within this particular case plan goals and stuff, one of the main goals, like I stated earlier, is that one of the main goals is that we try to find we try to have the children placed with their a relative who's familiar with them within the same bloodline. All right, that's like one of the number one priority goals that social workers does, especially our government sanctioned social workers. This is what they do. If that's not possible, then we go through the other process, which is people who are not relatives or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the case plan goes on. For the first part, it's talking about reunifying the parents or primary caretakers. Now, this particular report, when it's mentioned about reunifying the parents, what this means is that the government will give the parents opportunity to be reunified with their children. So, like, let's say, for example, the child protective services, right? They end up removing the children out of the household, right? But they end up giving the children a type of not children, but them getting the parents a type of one plan, right, where they work on these certain plans or goals and stuff, right, to build up status or rapport that they can actually be good fit or good parents for these children that have been removed from the household. So they give them different plans and solutions for them to follow. Whether if it's a drug placement plan, like if the parents is on any type of substance abuse, they give them a plan for them to follow that. That particular plan, if it's dealing with income or unemployment, situations that they give them a particular plan for them to follow, which is dealing with job placement status on different type of training or different things like that. They help build them up. So ultimately, the end goal is for them to be reunified with their children. That's the end goal. So there are different rumors out there where some people feel like child protective services they feel like that child protective services is the boogeyman, that they're the enemy. Also, the government is the enemy as well, where they try to literally take the children from them, and then they don't want to give them back. Trust me, that is not the case. Um, the whole point of the matter is that these government agencies, their end goal is that they want the children to be reunified with their parents. That's the end goal. They want it to happen, but there's certain plans that the parents have to go through to make sure that they're doing everything within the best interest for the child. Period. All right. So that's what they do. Now there's other part to this. Living with other relatives. We got the adoption part, which is what I'm talking about as well. We got the long term foster care. Here's another interesting part that's on here too. It's talking about emancipation. Now, if y'all not familiar with what emancipation is, basically what emancipation is that a child, depending on your one state, a child have the legal right to emancipate themselves from their parents. So in other words, that a child could say this: "Hey, I feel like that my parents is not taking care of me to the best of my ability, best of their ability. I feel like they're always out there doing this and that, and they're not fulfilling their roles of being, leaders to me, guardian to me, providing with me with substance, providing me with physical and mental needs as well. They're not doing this thing. So therefore, I'm going to remove myself or emancipate myself from them." So that's what it's talking about emancipation. All right. Where the child has the ability to literally go to the court and get themselves emancipated from the parents. All right. And the part about guardianship, which I already talked here about the guardianship. All right. And the last part of this is talking about the case plan goals not yet established. There are certain other type of goals that the one government also try to do as well, to try to the get placement with these children. All right, some goals, it will work out because it's based on theory. It's based on trial and error as well too. You know what I'm saying? Some goals it'll be an actual good goal to plan. Then there are other goals where it just don't work out. You know what I'm saying? It's just not effective at all. All right. So now this on other part. Now this report that I was telling y'all about, where it started breaking down, talking about the race and ethnicity and stuff. Now many of y'all I want to bring this up because many of y'all thinking that well, these numbers they have to deal with, with when black or African American, Hispanic, or anything like that. But however, if you look at the data and look at the numbers, the highest people is who? Whites. The highest people is whites. Then the second highest is black or African American and Hispanics. All right. And we all know that the reason why the number is like this, because we know that in this country there are more there are more whites in this country than any other ethnicity group in this country or in this nation. So that's what we know. So therefore, it's naturally for the numbers for the white people to be high. All right. So I just want to just reveal that to y'all, just show y'all that um, it's more whites than anybody. All right. Now on this particular part too, I want to share with y'all the this children entering the foster care system. Once again, this is according to the fiscal year of 2020, and this data is all the way up to right now based on November. All right. So as you can see with this particular report, if you look at the age at entry, The highest percentage is children who are less than 1 years old, meaning that babies, all right, infants, newborns, all right, who are enter to the system. As you can see, it's at 20%, and that's a very high number. So if you look at this, that means that every single day, every moment, a woman is having a child, and the child is entering into the foster care system, or the child's entering into the system. Period, because the child becomes unwanted, and it's at 20%, and the number is 43,694, and that's a lot. So that means that is 43,694 babies who are looking for foster care, who's in the foster care system, and they're looking for placements. And that's a lot, y'all. That is a lot. So that's why this information that I'm presenting to y'all, that is very, very important. Now, I could go on and presenting this data to y'all. If y'all want to look at the data for yourself, once again, I share with y'all. I show it to y'all. This is the AFCR report, and you could go through the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. You can Google it on your own. And through your search, you could just enter in the statistic numbers of the foster care system in the United States, and this report will pull up. All right, and there are other different government agency reports that are put up as well, so you could go and find that on your own leisure time. Okay, so I don't want to bore y'all with this report, but I do want to show y'all that this is a very serious matter. That there are children out there that are looking for people like you to go out and to not only foster them in, but to adopt them as well. They're looking for good people like you. So the whole solution of this matter, and the reason why this also is part of motivational money, is that if you know that you are a quote unquote good person, you know that you're looking to be a parent, um, and maybe there are certain circumstances that are preventing you from being a parent. Maybe it's biological. Maybe you're not. Maybe ladies, you may not be able to have a natural birth child. Men, maybe your sperm count is too low for you to have a natural child. There are different situations. Maybe you don't want to have a natural birth at all. Period. This will be a great opportunity for you to see if you qualify to foster a child, because there's so many children that need you. There's so many children that need your help. There's so many children out there that need your mentorship. There's so many children out there that need your support as well. They need you. They're out there. So why not make a difference with these children lives, where you could literally change their circumstance around for the better. We're coming around to Christmas now, right? Many of y'all right now, y'all doing y'all Cyber Monday shopping. Many of y'all doing y'all Christmas shopping throughout this whole entire month. So why not use that opportunity to to buy all this, instead of buying all this materialistic stuff? Why not use this opportunity to get something that's going to be absolutely beneficial to you in the long run? Why not invest into something that's going to absolutely change not only your life, but also change a child's life? Why not go into the system and enter to the foster care system and adopt these children? Because they need you. They need your support. They need your guidance. They need your leadership. They need all these things. They need your love. They need everything from you. So if you are that individual and you feel like that you can make a difference in these children's lives, I would I will implore you to look up the foster care system within your state and see what you could do to qualify to become a foster parent. And not only that, not only qualify to be a foster parent, but also look at the process of what that it could take for you to actually adopt these children as well. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to this motivational Monday topic. I know that this topic is a little different from what I normally do. Good morning, Miss Juanita. I appreciate you tuning in. It's been a while, but I appreciate everyone tuning in as well. And if you are this person, or a matter of fact, maybe you are not maybe you know people who are looking for children to either adopt, and that there are certain situations where they won't be able to do a natural birth. Maybe you know people who are like that. I recommend you suggest them to the foster care system where they can foster in children. I recommend that. Yeah, the reason why I'm talking about the foster care system, Miss Juanita, is because this foster care system is it's actually a crisis in our nation. There are so many children right now who need placements. There are so many children right now who need placement. They need people, good people, to parent these children. They need it, especially during this time of year, during this holiday season, where these children they don't have the opportunity to spend a holiday with people who actually care about them and love them, but they're in the government system. They're in these government sanctioned facilities, so they're looking for that support. They're looking for people to come in and adopt them, and knowing that that's to foster them as well too. So that's the reason why I'm talking about this Miss Juanita, because it's very important. It's very important because them children really do need good people. So yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Join me later on today in my lunchtime conversation discussion, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna share. Matter of fact, in my lunchtime conversation, I'm gonna share a story with y'all as well too about an individual who's actually in the foster care system, and I'm sure this individual story about that as well. All right, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all later on today with my lunchtime conversation.